Hello and welcome to Author Toolset Tuesday. Today's quote comes from Stephen R. Covey, and he said, "Life is not about accumulation, it's about contribution." And ultimately, as an author of a transformational nonfiction book, that's our purpose, right? We're out there trying to make a contribution to our world, to make our world a better place, to improve the lives of the people that we've solved the problem for, and we want to help them get through it as well. That's the entire purpose. It's about making that contribution to make our world a better place. And so today I want to talk a little deeper about that entire process, and maybe share an idea or two for how to help you find some of that purpose if you're missing it today. So, what is the purpose of life? Ultimately, that is the question every single one of us must answer for ourselves. We need to figure out, why am I here? What is the purpose of my life? What is the thing that I want to accomplish most to help the most people? Ideally, that's kind of the question that we want to answer, right? And like Stephen Covey and just so many others, I believe deep in my soul that life is about contribution. It's not about, gee, how much can I get for me? It's about, what can I do that will help make the world a better place, and how can I do more of that? That's kind of the entire purpose. It's about service to others, positively impacting the people that are around me, the people who either I have expertise that they desire and need, or whether it's more of, I've solved a great big problem that, I know this other group of people, they face the same thing and I want to help them get through it. So one of the things that I want to spelling in the slide I just noticed, yay. Instead of thanking yourself, think back to a specific point in time where you were filled with joy and you were filled with gratitude. Pick any single incident where you felt all that gratitude and that joy. And then ask yourself the question, well, why was I feeling so grateful, and why was I feeling so joyous? Important things to consider. Is it because in that moment, immediately perceiving that moment, you actually were being of great service to someone else or some other group of people perhaps? Is it because you put their needs above yours, and you felt that it was more important to make sure that their needs got met in that moment than yours were? Those are all really valid things. I mean, the reverse can also be valid, but fulfillment isn't found in getting stuff for ourselves. Fulfillment is found by helping others get what they need, right? Service to others is a great pathway to feeling that deep sense of fulfillment inside our hearts. And so if you don't feel fulfilled today, then here's a thing that I highly recommend you do. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Are you serving others, or are you more focused on yourself, getting what you think you need in this moment? Either is fine, but only one of them is going to lead you to feeling more fulfilled. And so if you're not doing the things that you think you need to do in order to help be fulfilled, then just flip your focus. Take the focus off yourself, put it onto someone else, and see what you can do to help them. That's really the simplest and simplistic way of saying, here's how I can much more easily feel fulfilled in my own life, helping others. So now I want to put that whole entire sort of concept in the context of writing your book. When you're writing your book, here's the thing you want to ask: where is your focus? Is it on yourself? Or is it being focused on service to others? If it's not focused on service to others, I think you're setting yourself up for failure on a number of different levels. So as the slides say, if your book is focused on serving others, that's fantastic. Absolutely the way it should be. If it's not, then I would consider asking you to change that focus again. Take the focus off yourself and how awesome you are, because you are awesome. There's no denying that. But simply stating how awesome you are to the world is never going to help them solve the problems in their life. That's just a reality. So focus on solving the problem for someone else and see if that doesn't enhance your purpose, your passion, and your motivation for getting your book written and finished and published and out into the world, where it can change the lives of the people that you were writing this for. That's the purpose of all this, right? And here's the thing I really want you to understand deep in your heart. Life doesn't need to be complicated. I was having a great conversation with a new friend of mine earlier today. And we were talking about this, is like, it's all about simplifying things, because we inherently, human beings just want to complicate crap, especially crap they don't know about. Like, for example, if you don't know a lot about writing your book and getting your book out into the world, odds are you're building up a process that is way more complicated than it needs to be. So at every step of whatever it is you're doing to build your own personal roadmap for success, keep it as simple as you possibly can, because it's when it's simple, we'll actually follow through and we'll do the things. We'll actually follow through and do the work necessary to get our book written and published, for example. So one of the things I actually said to Sam earlier today is like, simplicity is the key to success, and in pretty much every area of life. And that includes writing and publishing your book. So if you want some help building and designing your own roadmap for success, reach out to me. I'd be thrilled actually to help you with that. But just take this principle and embed it in your life. As often as I possibly can, let me make whatever this process is that I'm doing as simple as possible. It's just going to be more effective that way. It truly is. So if you enjoyed today's message, please like and share it with your friends on all the social media platforms. And if there was something that particularly made you feel like on fire, or for something blew your mind, maybe something that went along that way, then please just share that in the comments. I would love to hear that. I really would. And I would also love it if you would connect with me on places like LinkedIn, following me on YouTube, connecting on Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. The simplest way to get there for me is sleekbio.com/Christopher. All the links to all my social media accounts are there, and along with a couple of other things that may or may not be of interest to you as well. But at the end of the day, life is about service to others if we want to live a fulfilled life. So this is a great thought to carry on our Tuesday with, and it's also a great thought to take into mind in terms of writing our own book. This is one of those tools that we can add to our toolbox to make sure that we're focusing on the right things, because our book will be way better, it will connect more deeply with our readers, and we'll feel better about it. All right? So with that, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.